1986 International Queens of Harmony, Ambiance.
choice was into yucky. My friend Michael came up with that one. We've had a real good time going by and watching all the barns, your men's barns and everything. We've been looking for the racing horses, but all we've been able to see so far is a fine herd of racing cows. Lots of cows all around this area. Anyway, we are Ambiance, and we are from all pieces and parts of the earth. We're from way up north, don't you know? We started at St. Louis and go all the way up through central Illinois and wind up in Chicago, which is not Shelley's fault. She just was misplaced. And she's actually from central Illinois, the Bloomington area, so we still claim her. Anyway, just to tell you a little bit about the girls, this is Shelley Sweet. She sings tenor, and she's sweet. And terribly shy. Just shy and retiring. Anyway, Shelley is studying to be a chiropractor. She's working in the meantime as a dental assistant. We always tease her. We tell her she's finding one or more ways to yank a man around, you know? Oh, you guys go out with chiropractor dental assistants? Oh, you've been out with Shelley. Oh. Okay. Anyway, and Shelley is our resident single type person. And down here on the far end is Sandy Stoker Wright. In case some of you recognize her, she was once a tetrachord and still is in the true spirit. She was a Queen of Harmony in 1978. We call her our teeny weeny twice queenie. And I'm telling you, it makes her real impossible to live with. It makes she knows it all. And she's married to David Wright, who does a lot of our arrangements. In fact, most of the stuff that comes out of our faces tonight comes from David's pen and and from his heart. And we like to acknowledge David every time we go out. We brought him along now. And we also brought along Gary Huber, who is fortunate enough to be married to this fantastic lady that sings bass. We have Diane Huber on the bass part. It's kind of interesting. Every time we read a write-up about Ambiance, Diane always has a different job. It's not that she can't keep one. It's her real title is temporary. And some people are really uncomfortable with writing that in the paper. You guys just think about it, okay? And we'll go get a drink and be back. See, some of them work and some of them don't. You all paid to get in and I got in free, so let's joke it up. And anyway, my name is Elizabeth Hardcastle and I sing the lead part. And most of the words are correctly now. These marvelous crowns. We've had a real good time with them. Of course, we wear them everywhere, and it draws many comments, some of which are not real nice. When we stand on the street corner in Philadelphia, one guy said, well, that's a new way of doing business. Another fellow said, well, it sure weren't Queen for day. Nobody won. We've had a good time with these. We're going to take you back. We want you all to sit back and relax. We're going to do a little That's Waller jive. power plant. Usually they'll always check me out to see if I'm radiating green when I come to quartet practice. But you know, it's actually a pretty safe plant. We're subject to all those NRC rules and regulations. And that's the reason it's taken us 10 years and $1 billion to build this wonderful thing that everybody in the farmland is delighted with. You say you work the power plant in it, everybody just gets up and leaves the table. So anyway, we've been having a great time at the power plant. Michael's been, oh, I'm losing my dress. Excuse me, don't pull, is right. We have these things steam clean and then they rust up and then you got, you like our neon dresses, this neat glow in the dark. Yeah, I'm delighted they weigh 500 pounds and they're hotter don't get out. Other than that, they're great. Anyway, back to the nuclear power plant. When we won these crowns, it's kind of hard to go back to work and explain what you do on your weekends. You know, you can tell them you went trap shooting, you can tell them you went bowling, fishing. They'll buy anything except you went out and you sang all weekend, and that's why you look like you do Monday morning when you come to work. They can't figure out what you've been doing. So anyway, I've been doing this for 17 years and having a fair amount of fun. And so we went off to Philadelphia and we came back with these wonderful crowns. Well, I thought, well, I'm going to take the crown to work and share it with my wonderful working friends that are all civilians, you know. So it comes in a little bitty black box about yay and about yay. And mine and the little crown sits in that. This is going to be good. Quit nodding off in the back. That sucker's snoring. Smack him. Anyway, are you with him, lady? Okay, too bad. Okay. Anyway, it's in this little bitty box, okay, and you have this sparkle crown, you know, and so then you have to go through guard checks at the place where we work, and they're armed, they're taken care of by armed guards. Now, I don't know if any of you ladies are married to an armed guard, but the average IQ, they don't measure. Well, there must be one there. I'm sorry, son, you're probably the bright one, right? You're a supervisor. So anyway, we have these armed guards, and these poor boys, they give these boys weapons. And then they put bullets in them. These suckers are going to shoot their feet off. So anyway, so this guy, you come to the guard check, and he's really into the macho thing, you see, and you're carrying this little black box. Well, this is a power plant, and no doubt, this is a bomb. And you're carrying it in so he'll recognize it, right? Sure. So you take this little black box, and you set up on top of that counter, and he says, I'm going to have to look inside your box, lady. Don't write to headquarters and tell them I said that. Lord. Anyway, so he said, set that thing up there, so we're going to have to look inside. Okay, so I love this. So you whip that top up, he goes, wow, are those real? And I, of course, say, yeah. Sure they are. There's real diamonds. Wow, how'd you get that? Well, I'm a queen of harmony. Well, where in the world is that country? One thing you find out about me is I cannot tell you a story that isn't true. That's God's truth. We'd like to take you back a little bit and kind of lay things back a little bit and introduce you to our baritone, Sandy. And Sandy's going to do a solo for you tonight that is a beautiful number. And if the three of us in the back be proper pips, you will enjoy. I got a feeling I'm falling.
From
Depression days was not really a very easy place to be. There was a time when I couldn't even pay my rent. Rent parties were very, very popular then, and Fats would come over, he'd sit down and play on that old piano. Everybody would drop a little quarter in the hat when they walked through the door, and pretty soon that joint was jumping. They had a new expression along the Harlem way that tells you when a party is 10 times more than gay. To say that things are jumping, leave not a single doubt. Not everything is in full swing when you hear somebody shout. This joint is jumping, it's really jumping. Come in, get and check your ass. I mean, this joint is jumping. The piano's thumping, the dancers bumping. This your spot is more than odd. In fact, the joint is jumping. Just check your weapons at the door. Be sure to pay your quarter. The leather on the floor, grab anybody's order. The room is rocking, the neighbors knocking. We're all up with the wagon comes. I mean, this joint is jumping. Yes, sir, honey, that big old fat piano man's gonna come in and sit down and rip off a few, and honey, we're gonna take this place apart tonight. Why don't you get on out and dance? Oh, boy, now my foot. Oh, why did you put it in my drink? That's sort of hot like I asked for. Which one of you cats didn't pay your quarter to get in here? Oh, baby, was that you? Now, let's not worry about a little quarter. I ought to dance, Tree. That is mine, man. You were talking to me. Now, you never know. You understand what I said to you? You hussy. Well, this joint is jumping. It's really jumping. Now, every Moses on his own. I mean, this joint is jumping. No time for talking. It's time for walking. Grab a jug and cut the rug. I mean, this joint is jumping. Catch big beef, beer, and gin. There's plenty in the kitchen. Who's that jumping in? Just let go and switch in. Don't mind the hour, 'cause I'm in power. Well, I got bail if we go to jail. I mean, this joint is jumping. Don't you give that policeman your right name, honey. No, no, no. The pianos are thumping, the dancers are bumping, the roofers are rocking, the neighbors are knocking. This joint is jumping. This joint is jumping. This joint is going wild. It's going wild. Yes. Don't have homes. Can you tell if an aunt died? Does the microphone hide me? What a hateful bunch. Anyway, I'm gonna get skinny before we go to Hawaii, so I can wear my own clothes. The ones are hanging still in the closet. Anyway, I know you're glad to hear that. I'm gonna share a little story. You know that St. Patrick's Day is coming up, don't you know? Do we have any Irish folks down here in the circle? Well, my daddy's an Irishman, which makes me Irish by default. And it's all his fault, Mom said. Still blaming him. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you a little bit of story about Timmy O'Leary. Timmy O'Leary and Mom O'Leary were going to be having a baby. And this was, they already have a house full. They had 6. What do you mean, oh God, I'm going to tell this. If they've heard it, that's tough. Tell them this. Why don't you go over and stand backstage with the guys? No. Anyway, and Mr. and Mrs. O'Leary, they are be getting up there. They're around the 9th month there, and they got the 6 at home, and they live way up on this mountaintop in Ireland. And the doctor, he lives down at the foot of the mountain, and so Mrs. O'Leary, it's getting around, it's becoming time here. And she said, Timmy, she said, I've been thinking it might be time for you to go down and fetch the doc. Okay, so I could be doing that for you, Captain. You just wait a minute. He said, I get on the burro, and he said, I'll go down. He said, and I'll be fetching the doc. And he said, we'll be back soon. Didn't take him long. A couple of days later, he was bed, had a little Irish grog down there with Doc. And so Mama's still waiting, Kathleen's still waiting, and she's there with the 6 kids, and she's in labor. We're going to get with this. Yes, going to have one of those. You little doll. She's pretty. Anyway, so the O'Leary bunch was going to be expanding here by one, and so Timmy and the doc, they come back, and Kathleen, by this time, she's in a wee bit of a snit. And so she's ready to go, and so the doctor says, I'll tell you what, he said, you be boiling some water. He said, Kathleen and I'll be going back here in the bathroom, and we're going to be getting down to things here. And he said, you look after the kids, and you keep the water boiling. Just keep bringing the water. He said, bring it on in. He said, I want you to be getting me a lantern. He said, I need to be seeing what I'm doing here. He said, okay, fine. He said, I'll be helping you out, Doc. And so they get down to it here, and pretty soon, lo and behold, the doctor says, hey, Timmy, he said, I think it's time for you to be bringing the lantern over. He says, you just bring it over here real close. He said, just hold it right here so I can see what we're doing down here. And so, lo and behold, this beautiful, beautiful baby girl. She came out, she was beautiful, and she squalled just like that one does. And he said, Tim, he said, you got a beautiful baby girl. Tim said, oh, he said, Doc, he said, that'd just be wonderful. And he started to walk away, and the doc said, oh, no, Timmy, he said, you be bringing the lantern back here just a little bit closer. He said, we have another look. Oh, he said, oh, Timmy, another baby was born, a beautiful baby boy. Tim said, oh, he said, wow, twins. He said, that'd just be marvelous. That'd make us up to 8 now at my house. And he started to be walking away, and the doctor said, oh, no, Timmy. He said, be bringing the lantern back over here. And he said, hold it right here by Mama. And he said, we want to check this out one more time. Lo and behold, another bouncing baby boy was born. Timmy's holding the lantern there, and he'd be looking at the doctor. He said, Doc, he said, do you suppose it could be the light that's drawing him? I'll tell you what, as you can tell, we all love to perform, and we love each other. And if we brought you a smile tonight, or if we rang a chord in your heart, we hope you always remember Ambiance. And any of you, you need to come to the Afterglow, don't you know? I don't know if it's sold out, and I'm probably overstepping my bounds, but you really need to come. And if you've enjoyed what we've seen here tonight, the men are fantastic. The ladies are marvelous. You see some of the best barbershop that there is in the South right here, in fact, in the whole United States. We're proud to have been a part of this night in Louisville. And we'd like very, very much to see you all later. So Ambiance would like to give you our benediction.